everyone! So second video review for this week is for my paperback read, which was Alpha by Bridget Essex. For any of you that didn't see the introduction video last week, this is just a quick look at what the book looks like, but you can get the video on my blog or on YouTube. It's still around, so please go and check that out. And if you want to check out my Goodreads review, I did just post that the other day. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. And if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So, Alpha by Bridget Essex. I have had this for way too long and I should have read it ages ago. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So Mel is a werewolf and she is back in her hometown after kind of running away years ago, where she left behind one broken-hearted Danny. Mel feels kind of awkward having returned, especially as she never felt like she fitted in originally, and that is not helped further by learning that Danny is now the alpha of their pack. So tensions are kind of high between them, and they then have to put their differences aside when a new demonic alpha of a neighbouring pack threatens to disrupt the peace of their town and Danny's pack, and things get a little bit personal and highly emotional for Mel. So it's one of them intense romances, and the tension was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That on and off and past heartbreak that surrounded Mel and Danny's relationship was just so intense that it kept me hooked from that very first chapter. As soon as Mel turned up back at home, wishing she wasn't there, you just knew that you were going to be like, oh, this is going to be good, this is going to be so good. And I just couldn't stop reading. I really couldn't stop reading. It sucked me in and it left me wishing, hoping and praying that they would sort it all out, because they had some amazing chemistry. Like, it was amazing. That tension and that chemistry, oh my god. And even when there was friction between them upon discovering they'd been reunited, it was still amazing chemistry. It was underlying, it was there, it was fizzling away, and you were like, oh my god. And oh, I loved it. Mel, she really has a lot to learn, and it is very much her story, her discovery that she saw things only from her side. She should have talked to other people. She acted based on fear, and she really needed to communicate better. She did. But then Danny could have done with a few communication lessons as well. She was a bit moody, but I loved that femme-butch dynamic between them. Mel was very femme, Danny was very butch. But with a nice femme edge, Danny, as well. Like, I can imagine her not being the full butch dynamic. Yeah, but she wasn't Mel. They were very different, very opposite. And there were moments with Danny that were just, oh my god, they were so hot. You know when you're reading and you get to that point and you're just like, yep, moments with Danny, oh my god. If you've read it, you're totally going to know what I mean, and you're going to know which moments I mean as well, probably. So this was just such a great story. It really was, and I would love to read more about Danny and Mel in future. The emotion captured in this story was perfect. It made it so relatable, and I just loved everything about it. Like, everything. From the angst to the drama to those moments that, I swear to God, only soulmates can have moments like Mel and Danny. And it was truly beautiful and really exciting to read. It was an adventure, but also like a proper romance, and I loved it. And it was definitely one of the best werewolf romances that I've read, because it concentrated more on personal issues for the characters rather than the dynamics of the supernatural. And it was there, and you knew it was there because you knew what they were, but it was very much emotional than the dynamics of them being werewolves. And I really enjoyed the thrill of the story, the wondering, the waiting and the hoping for what might happen between them, and I just can't help but recommend it. It's so good. And if you're a lover of the supernatural anyway, this one is going to be a real treat for you. It's just so good. And I am a little bit in love with Danny, just a little bit, because she's just the picture you get in your mind. She's amazing. But then I got this picture of Mel as well, and I think Mel's really cute, but Danny, like, you can totally see her confidence, and like, and even though she's not actually that confident, you can just see it in her. You can just imagine it in the back of your mind. The way Bridget's described her and their relationship, and Danny's slightly off actions, and she really is elusive and a little bit dark and a little bit awesome. I love her, I really do. Dani's definitely my favourite, no question. I love her. So I really hope there'll be more from Dani and Mel in future. It would be really great if there was. And Alpha is a great book, so I hope you will go and grab a copy. So I'll pop a link in the description so that you can, so it's easy for you. If you've read Alpha by Bridget Essex, please come and talk to me about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you haven't read it yet, but it's on your to be read list, you're planning to read it, or you are now really interested in reading it, again, it would be great to hear from you. So please comment below, please let us know, because I really would love to know what you think of it. And if you do grab a copy, I really hope you love it. Bye!